This is North Dakota Today.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to North Dakota Today. It is Wednesday. I'm Heidi Vetter here with Lisa Bedeau. Exciting. It's a Wednesday.
Somebody
Happy
just said in
to-
the newsroom, wow, the week's going by fast.
I know.
Okay, it's Wednesday. The
Hump
warmer
day.
air is on the way.
Oh, I feel it.
So it was still below zero, but not as far below zero. And getting
Feels good.
above zero, you can feel the
Oh,
difference.
you can totally feel it.
So I'm loving that.
Totally feel it.
Okay, I want to jump right into this because it is time for Bison Nation to rally around one of their own. And I feel like Bison fans are just incredible about this.
Yes, they are.
People around here, I did not know until yesterday. The voice of the Bison, our play-by-play guy here on Valley News Live, Brian Shawn, just announced on social media that he is battling colon cancer. It came as a big shock to me today. I've known Brian
I know, I
like
was
forever.
really surprised. He's so young.
He is young.
He's young.
And has a young daughter, Amelia, his wife, which I know in the post he said, you know, they have been a huge support.
And motivation.
Motivation.
Yes.
He said, exactly, my wife Jessica and daughter Amelia both give me all the motivation in the world to do everything possible to beat this.
Yeah.
I thought that was really, really awesome.
So he found this out back in January. Is that right?
Yeah, I think like January 29th. He had done some, his whole story itself is very interesting, I think, because he had done some genetic testing.
Right,
Had
'cause it
some
runs
family
in the
history.
family, yes.
And they were like, yeah,
Oh,
you
look
should
at
get
his photos, yeah.
tested right away. And then they found a large cancerous tumor after the screening. So he had said he hadn't even really been
Wow.
feeling that bad. A little bit of mild abdominal discomfort, I think is what he said, but otherwise totally fine. But because of the genetic testing, you know, checking right away, then they decided, you know, in pretty fast order as well, that he should have part of his colon taken out. So like 70%.
A lot. Yeah, it was a lot of
So
it.
it's pretty major surgery.
Major.
So-
So he's recovering.
Yes, and I texted him this morning. Like I said, we've been friends for a while, not you know, close because we're kind of in, you know, sports.
Right.
It was just a few years ago. We were both doing, you know, weekend news when I was a news anchor, and he was doing weekend sports. That seems like a million years ago. But he said he's feeling much better than he was just a few days ago. This has been more difficult of a recovery than I anticipated, and he has committed to, when he feels better, maybe Skyping in and visiting with us here.
Oh, that'll be so wonderful.
on,
That'll be
Valley
fun.
News Live
I
as
do
well.
love his voice.
I know, he's incredible.
And I mean,
So
just
good at
that
what he does, too.
He is very good.
So we are going to
Deep
miss him,
voice
and
and-
this, you know, because when you're a sports guy, like you live and breathe sports, and I feel like even when
Right.
he got out of, you know, TV, he didn't stay out of TV for very long because he also works for Midco, does the play-by-play for NDSU basketball. He also said, you know, I'm bummed to miss NDSU SDSU basketball this weekend, which we were talking about. That's a big
Yeah,
rivalry game
that
for
is.
basketball. That's happening
huge, and
at
it's a
the Shack.
doubleheader.
So, and then of course Sunday. We've been talking about this. We are your home for Bison football on TV. And yeah, I know that your health, your family, your faith comes first, but I'm sure
Right.
that he's pretty honest with being sad that he's going to miss
He's
the
going to
game.
be sad. Oh, I mean, how do you?
So I know he'll be watching. He'll be with us. And he's going to beat
Right.
this because he's young. And so we're going to continue to support him. We are asking for your prayers to help him get through this, just the recovery of the surgery. I think he said it's possible that he may have to do some chemo
In
as
the
well.
future. I
Makes
saw
sense.
that. And also, he was just really urging everybody to listen to your body.
Yeah.
Make sure you listen. And just, you know, the other thing I think is to talk to your families. I mean, you've got to find out from your family members the history. You know, what kinds of illnesses and so forth have
In your family.
have
the family
happened,
history.
and-
Sometimes I feel like I know my mom and my dad, but sometimes, well, what did grandma or grandpa or on both
Right.
sides? And, you know, so.
Yeah, you just don't know sometimes. And I think people don't always talk about it, and it is so important to talk about. So for all of our generations to come, I think it's just,
I agree. And also, you know, so he said, he's asking everyone, listen to your body, pay attention to your body. And he's also saying, hey, get genetic testing done. You know, in addition to looking at your family history, which is still kind of new, but not really anymore. So
Right, I
could
know.
really be life-saving. It's just incredible that he just decided to do the genetic testing and, you're at risk. And, you
and
do
then look
have-
what happened. Wow.
So that's
some scary stuff,
It is
really.
scary
I mean,
stuff.
really scary.
But
so,
of course,
yes,
he does
we
have
are
the support of so many
definitely
people.
praying for him.
And if you are wondering who is going to help Brian out, at least on the TV side, we have a huge team. We've already talked about, Beth Hool and preparing for the pregame show. My boss told me this morning that Kyle Emanuel is going to step in because he'd been doing some, pregame stuff with us in the past. Anyway, of course, big former Bison football player, NFL football player, so he'll help out.
And he's actually sat in this chair before, I heard.
I loved it. I was
so I'm sure he'll do a great job.
I was so excited thinking he was going, that was last year, 2 years ago. He was going to be our permanent fill-in or whatever, and then he went back into the NFL. I was like, okay, you could work with us or you could
play football
in the NFL.
So, toss up.
So that's going to be fun. Kyle Emanuel does an awesome job on TV, whether it's North Dakota Today or not. So, and also just remember, as you're thinking about Brian Shawn, keeping him in your prayers, the Bison game is this Sunday.
2:30.
Pregame show starts at 1:30, and I'm just so excited. I'm really starting to get the whole...
I'm excited too. I got more excited after we were talking about it yesterday. So then I was digging through my Bison gear.
Okay, I know. Well, because
even if I'm sitting in my house, I will be.
Oh, you have to.
We'll be wearing our Bison gear.
You have to, for sure. I love that. Okay, and we do have a great show planned for you. But before we get into that, I do want to point out that Heidi tried something different with her hair today.
Oh,
kinda.
Yeah. Can you tell? Okay.
Remember earlier we were talking how young people say
I washed my hair today.
Side parts are out, like what I'm doing. This makes them very old. I still like skinny jeans and emojis. But
this was hard.
The straight, you still look good. I didn't even notice.
Oh, thanks.
So if you part your hair,
easy.
That's what the young, cool kids do. They part straight down the middle.
Okay, I guess this isn't down the middle. I thought it was.
I know. When you told me, I was like, well, it's
I must
closer.
have crooked eyesight, too.
It's closer to this. Because what's happening with us aging ladies, we still think this is...
It was a drastic part change for me. And I think as I was drying my hair, it just kind of went where it wanted to go. Truly. That's what happens when you've done your hair the same way for eons.
Forever
Anyway,
and ever.
I'll keep trying. I'll keep practicing. But then it's in my face,
I know you said
initially
you were
it was like this.
Different.
It was terrible.
That's how the kids wear it now.
Wings. I need barrettes or something.
I think that's in too. I know. Now you're showing this is old person hair, young person hair. I'm going to wear my skinny jeans, and you're wear. I do like the wide leg jeans.
Hey, I just grabbed a new pair of jeans at Shields, by the way, and they're a straight leg, and they're shorter, and then you wear those boots with them. I'm just saying maybe those are in.
I think you're right.
They must be.
You got it. Yeah. You still got it. Our director
so
just
true.
said some things are timeless. Mm-hmm. All right, well,
Skinny
our next
jeans
guest, we're going to have fun with her. Everyone's got the itch to do some traveling. We're going to talk to a travel agent next to find out if it's the right time to start traveling and if you are ready to go, what you need to know before booking that ticket.